Hey guys, Yulia here. So in today's video, I'm going to give you an update on the Thai giant elephant ear. If you haven't heard, there is a competition among gardeners to see who can grow the largest Thai giant elephant ear. But I also need to do some work in that bed area. I need to replant some perennials, enlarge the bed again. But first, I wanted to show you how the Thai giant is doing. So here it is. I honestly am not sure how I am doing in this competition because it is hard to tell the size of everyone else's plant without some sort of scale or measurement. But this is my plant right here. And what has been happening that is interesting is it has been blooming for about a month, and I've been cutting off the blooms. Right here you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It produced 5 flowers that I cut because I don't want this plant to bloom and start producing fruit, because I want all of the energy to go into producing large leaves. There is another leaf starting to grow right here. I can already see it will be a big one, I hope. But yeah, this is the update. I will try to find footage of it when I just planted it. The plan for today is, as I told you early in the spring when I was planting this guy, is that I'm going to have to move plants from here because you can see it's starting to shade out a lot of plants on this side. And this bed just needs a general cleanup. I will also extend it a little bit with no dig method. This balsam right here, which was blooming beautifully, is done, so I will pull that out. Yeah, so let's get this started. Just wanted to take a break and give you an update on what I've done so far. First of all, I deadheaded this Achillea terracotta, and it looks so good. It literally has been blooming since probably beginning of June, and we're at almost September right now. Beautiful plant. This Agastache right here probably would have been blooming all summer long. That's its name, literally. But it was completely shaded out by one of the leaves from the elephant ears. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to replant the Agastache, the Coreopsis, and there's a Gaillardia over there in this spot that I cleared from the balsam. And balsam, you saw how cool it is when you touch the seeds. They kind of explode. That's why they call it the impatient flower. Any animal brushing against that plant causes the seed pod to rupture and spread all of the seeds. You can see there are seedlings that have been falling all summer long. And you can have balsam kind of in waves and successions pretty much all summer. You can start in May and then have them bloom and seed all throughout the summer. It's pretty cool plant, but I think I'm going to replant those plants over here. I also totally forgot that I started this Eragrostis from seed this spring. What a beautiful grass. I don't know why I tucked it in back there, but it was very easy to start from seed. I only started a couple of seedlings just to see how it goes. I'm thinking about planting this out in the health strip. but we'll leave it here for now just to overwinter. This plant will seed around eventually, but it is a wonderful native grass. I mean, look at that texture, just amazing. I'm gonna have to clean up this agastache here. And of course, there was a lot of weeding that needed to be done. Some of the Nicotiana needed to be deadheaded. Just like a major cleanup of this bed, because I haven't touched it since probably June, so 3 months, my goodness. And I'm just gonna keep going with the cleanup. One more thing I forgot to show you, I have a bunch of hollyhocks here, and of course the foliage was completely covered in rust, as it usually is by the end of our summer. So I cut all of the leaves that were really affected by rust because they don't even photosynthesize well, but I left some so it can overwinter and hopefully bloom beautifully here next summer. Let's look at what I was able to accomplish today. I replanted all of the perennials that were here. Now the space under the elephant ears looks awfully vacant, but as more leaves unfurl, this all will be covered up. My initial reaction was to just go get some annuals and plant underneath, but for example, this leaf will unfurl this way, so it's going to shade this area completely. And then hopefully there's going to be another leaf unfurling this way. That's the plan so far. The hollyhocks are doing good. Hopefully they will bloom next year. I did have to stake a lot of things because it's August, well, end of August, almost September, so a lot of things naturally flop. This is the new Garlardia spot. There are some amaranths that I forgot to show you, the dreadlocks, and I grew another variety which is beautiful. I think there will be more of that in my future for next year. Here's the Agastache and the Coreopsis new locations. They do look a little wonky after replanting, but they will look absolutely fine next year. And by the way, right now is a really good time to replant perennials that are either in the wrong spot or you don't love the way they look. They will have plenty of time to establish their root system before the hard frost and flush out in the spring, looking brand new. And by the way, I am loving this part of the garden and the way it's turning out with all of the plants here. For example, this switchgrass totem pole I replanted from Hellstrip it was way too tall for that area. This grass gets to over 6 feet tall, and scale here is perfect. Together with the Limelight Prime, I have some coleus here that I grew from cuttings, the banana, and you can see how the colors actually echo each other. A little bit of red in the banana, talking to the coleus, talking to the hydrangea that is starting to turn beautiful pink color, and the agastache, by the way, that beautiful kind of corally pink is talking to all of the other colors as well. And forgot to mention that I extended the bed. Again, I call it the creep. So nobody notices. I extended for about a foot per year. I will plant something else, maybe repeat the same plants for cohesion. But I am happy that it has a little bit more breathing room right now. Guys, this is it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed this Thai Giant competition update, and I will keep making these videos because the competition is not over until sometime in October. I'm not sure as for the date, but in October, when the competition is over, I will make a final measurement and will reveal all of the things that I was doing to the elephant ear and the fertilizers that I was using to make sure that this plant grows as large and as healthy as it can. Anyway, thank you so much, you guys, for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.